In the last 24 hours, we've learned that Microsoft plans to cut around 10,000 total jobs from their workforce, around 5% total of what the company is currently as of now, which I believe is around 200 plus thousand employees at the moment. It's really unfortunate in the areas of Microsoft they've decided to cut these different jobs and employees, because a lot of them are within the gaming side of things as well. Specifically, two studios that were mentioned, Bethesda and 343 Industries. Now, I'm sure there are others as well that haven't been mentioned or haven't been named, and the quantity and the number of people within those studios hasn't really been mentioned either. However, it was reported by Jason Schreier that 343 Industries was a studio that was hit extremely hard, looking at potentially over 100 employees within that studio being let go. Look, I want to start off by saying, and without going into the selfish side of things, and just saying that, I'm really sorry to hear it from all of the employees that have been laid off. It's a terrible thing. I've been in a situation similar to that in the past, and it's gut-wrenching. It really is. It's awful because you don't know what to do next. You don't know where you're going to go from here. But the only thing I can say that is, unfortunately, it is a bit of time that you need to reflect on what happened, get yourself back out there, and you will find something that you may even enjoy even further. Reignite your passion in what you love. Look, it's a terrible, terrible thing for those people, and as I mentioned, I can't imagine what they're going through at this moment in time, but it will get better, and I can almost guarantee that a lot of people will have had severance packages as well, because you can't just let people go without doing that. And a lot of people that are there for a long time will get very, very good severance packages, and will be able to have this time to reflect, relax, and then go find themselves something new, which I'm sure they'll do. So I really wish everyone the best that has been laid off from Microsoft, and even Amazon as well, who have had around 18,000 people that have been laid off. So I wish everyone the best in your new ventures. But let's move on to more of the selfish side of things, if you will, because it is quite selfish to talk about it this raw, and that's the gaming side of things, and particularly what it means for Halo Infinite. Look, it's no surprise that Halo Infinite has had an extremely terrible year for when it first released. The game released in the first couple of months, it was an absolute hit multiplayer and campaign wise, but then from sort of February onwards, it just went down and down and down and down and down until we're here today, where we're just gagging for content. Forge was released in the last couple of months, and that was an absolute hit. Some insane designs that have happened on Forge, and some amazing different people in the community that are keeping this game alive in custom games and stuff like that, and they've done an amazing job of that, and 343 have done an amazing job of creating it too. Not to mention as well the seasons, the joint fire event, which I believe has gone live right now, along with the event that happened around Christmas time after Season 3 was delayed. And then we've got Season 3 in March, which is meant to happen. It was meant to reach seasonality. It was meant to be the start of regular content for Halo Infinite. And then we're hit with this in January. Halo just cannot catch a break. I don't know what it is. I don't know what is going on with this game. I don't know if this game is cursed or what, but Halo cannot seem to catch a break. The last decade has not been kind to the franchise, and this puts it further back to where it was even a month or two ago, which even then wasn't in a very good state. Whilst all of this was happening, the Microsoft CEO's base salary was increased by 10% to a mere $55 million a year, and Microsoft revenue has increased 18% on last year as well, despite the struggles of Xbox, the losses they're taking on some of the consoles, and the poor performance of some of the games as well. And yet they decide to hit one of the biggest franchises studios that they currently own, and that is 343 Industries. Look, I don't know the exact figures, and I don't think anybody knows the exact figures right now as to who was hit the hardest or what like that. I mean, it isn't a competition, obviously, but the fact that the franchise that started Xbox, the franchise which brought Microsoft into the gaming industry, has been hit so hard by this, just because of the overall terrible policies that are in place when the game was being created, developed, which is the overall reason why the franchise right now is in the state that it is. They feel the need to cut that further back and put this franchise even more on its arse. So, and not even just taking a look at Halo at the moment. Let's take a look at Starfield here. This game's been in development for, what, nearly a decade now? Planned to be released literally the first quarter of this year, second quarter of 2023. They've just laid off loads of people from Bethesda. Like, what if this game needs loads of stress testing? What if this game needs polishing? Like, what's going to happen with Starfield? Will it get a delay again? Will it be delayed till the end of the year now to make sure they've got the resource in place to be able to do this? Like, this is going to have a big impact on some of the games that are coming out. And not to mention, these people that have been laid off are probably now going to go to competition. This talent from other games, like, they're going to leave Microsoft now and go somewhere else to do what they need to do, give their expertise in different areas, and fair play, do what you need to do. I'm, happy for anyone that finds themselves back into a really good position and another job that they really enjoy. But it's a really unfortunate set of events, and I don't know, it's a bit of a kick in the balls really to know that these CEOs just took a 10% increase on what her salary already was because of the annual profits increases, and it's business for you at the end of the day in a nutshell, but it's a kick in the balls. Let's talk about one of the biggest things right now, and again, this is relating to Halo, but it isn't just multiplayer, Forge. This is also the future of the campaign and the story of Halo Infinite, or the Halo franchise in general. This one really hit me hard, and this tweet itself, the activity, the data, and the different impressions that this tweet itself has had compared to the other ones in this article just show how crazy and how big this is to the Halo community. Joe Staten, who joined 343 Industries in 2020 to steer Halo Infinite towards the finish line, is leaving the studio to rejoin Xbox Publishing, Bloomberg has learned. It sounds like the 343 Industries Halo Infinite campaign team got hit really hard by these layoffs. In an email to staff, studio head Pierre Hintz wrote that we've made the difficult decision to restructure elements of our team, which means that some roles are being eliminated. As we scroll a bit further down as well, it's reported that there's around 878 layoffs planned for 3 different offices in Redmond, Bellevue, and Issaquah. Obviously all in Washington State as well. Look, I don't know what this means for the Halo franchise. I don't know what is going to happen to it now. The one thing that I know for a fact, though, is that with Joe Staten gone, the direction of the story, he could have already written all the scripts. He could have been leading the charge for the next game if that was in development for 2025's release. Like, could it be a case of Joe Staten going and then coming back at a later date again? Are his services now not needed on the Halo franchise anymore after the change of leadership within and things like that as well? Like, it's extremely difficult to know where we're going to go from here and what's going to happen to Halo from now. Nobody knows right now, and I think we've just got to be patient and just wait for some communication from 343 themselves or whoever that might be. However, what I can 100% probably confirm to you guys is that we're going to get a lot of stories about the development of Halo, what happened internally and things like that as well. People have been laid off, people are pissed. It's just generally, it's natural. We're going to get a lot of stories from journalists and people and developers speaking to journalists about what happened within, why Halo Infinite is in such a bad state, why things were done in the way that they were, and things like that. I can guarantee we're going to get so many people coming out about this, and we'll get a really in-depth insight as to why this game is the way that it is right now. So stay tuned for that. Look, ultimately, I didn't want to make a video that was negative about Halo again. I wanted to, I wanted to make a video around the story of Season 3 and only see the upside from there and cover campaign DLC when that comes out and stuff like that. But I think we're a long way away from that. I really think that Halo's in the mud at the moment, and it might be a while until we get back to the good old days, if that makes sense. Or get back to the feeling that we had when the game first came out around the campaign and things like that too. So maybe Phil Spencer will come out and tell us a bit more around the Xbox side of things, around what's going to looking like for the future of Halo, what it will look like for the future of Starfield, and will Starfield be delayed? Will other games that have been created by Xbox be delayed? Like the likes of Forza as well, Forza 8 is it? Will that have a hit as well with Turn 10 Studios and other things like that too? We'll have to wait and see what happens there. But ultimately, everyone, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below on the matter. It's, as I mentioned, a very unfortunate thing and not a video I want to be making, but I want to let you guys the news around Halo. We were a Halo channel for so long, and I've got so many Halo viewers and subscribers still here, and I want to fill you in on the details, what's going on, and tell you the future of what our game could be. And unfortunately, it's reporting that it's not looking very good right now. But everyone, let me know your thoughts and opinions down below of what you think of this. Where do you think Halo's going to go next? What games do you think could potentially be delayed this year being created by Xbox and Microsoft? But yeah, really unfortunate. Again, my thoughts are out with everyone that has been laid off. It's a really unfortunate time, but I am more than confident that you will take this time to reflect and find something that you enjoy the same, have the same amount of passion for, if not enjoy more than what you were doing right now. So yeah, I'm sure everyone will find their way in this as well. But thanks all for watching. Really appreciate it. And we'll see you all next time.